I use AI in this way. So I use AI to kind of create descriptions for Marketplace. I use AI to create descriptions for like my YouTube videos and actually to give me ideas on marketing. So if I were to put in a product that I want and ask AI to help me, it usually gives me uh nice titles for it, like Mousie's Baddie Romper or Mousie's Cookout outfit or something like that, something really cool. It creates a little role play storyline in Marketplace kind of describing the image for Instagram Reels. It can also help with scripting and it gives me note cards and step-by-step guides and ad campaign ideas. So, for example, with the extermination system, it might suggest with AI that I use it to create a marketplace listing, RP user guide with maybe 3 scenarios, a short script for a demo video, Instagram caption, real voiceovers, and then it could also launch emails to groups and things like that. What
So
have you all used it for in marketing or even anything else?
in terms of that, because this could actually make my life a lot easier. Say if I did use AI, because I use ads. I don't just pay people, I pay ads. And when I'm paying for like a TikTok ad or I'm paying for a Google ad or I'm paying for, whatever website I'm using an ad for, that is basically AI. Because when I buy that ad, it's picking out this demographic that I want, certain age, men, women, whatever. It finds it and it does all the posting for me. So I use AI in terms of specific marketing when I'm trying to get out my content to a specific group of people, which is usually virtual world users, Second Life IMVU. That's my target audience that I'm trying to reach out for. Have you tried using any of those ads, or do you just strictly use AI like the free version?
So I do pay for ChatGPT, like a monthly subscription, and I do use their information for a lot of my text-based advertisements. So anything that I write, so I use that frequently. I haven't used it like to figure out how to target a specific demographic. So if you have any prompts that you could share with us, like on how to use it to do that, I'd definitely be interested in hearing about it.
Specific prompts, no, but as far as like YouTube and like tags, I did use a couple apps that tell me like what's the most searched for, what's the most saturated, because you don't want to use a tag that's oversaturated. So say if you're making a video and you put Second Life, that's obviously oversaturated market. But if you use Second Life 2025, that might be there's less videos of that actually in the title or in the description. So that makes you, a little bit easier to find. And then if you find more specific tags like Second Life black male avatars, you might find out people are searching for that. And not a lot of people are putting that in their description. So if you add that to your tags, that's been a way for me to boost up videos in the past.
Okay, I'm definitely stealing that. How about you, June?
Yeah, those are really good ideas. As far as using AI in marketing, I don't really use AI in marketing too much. Like Zilla said, I do place ads, but it's more of Second Life in world ads. Like so for Marketplace, you can post ads. You know how when you look into a certain item or certain type of category, there's always ads at the top of the screen. I pay for those, and it's actually been turned out really well for me. As far as using AI, I'd use AI a lot for ideas and things like that. And just to like run by my ideas that I already have and see if they're a good idea or if they're even possible to make inside of SL. Things like that.
Along the same terms, there's you probably know Mousy. What's that AI website that like makes objects for you that you can bring into the game?
Meshy?
Yeah,
I think
so
it's something like that. Yeah.
Meshy AI or something like that. I
Yeah.
think stuff like that is going to change the demo because we already have full perm. Like I'm a full perm person. I'm not making anything custom mesh. But if I can just go basically get something full perm from an AI website that's going to make it, put it in the right format for me to bring it right into SL, that is a game changer for me. But that's also an industry killer for a lot of people. And I think AI, just
Right.
like in real life, is gonna. I'm interested to see what the next, I won't say 10 years, the next 2 3 years of Second Life is going to be really interesting because a lot of people that make great objects, and like the mesh, and we already have copy botting, but this is going to be fully legal because it's not copy botting. You're going to be able to just go
Right.
to a
Right.
website, put a prompt in, it's going to give you something, and then you can go to Chat GPT and get a script. So you're killing script writers, you're killing mesh makers. What is the
Mhm.
landscape going to look like to you guys in a couple of years when 'Cause I think it's going to be good. I think we're going to start to see things in Excel that we haven't seen before. I also think that
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
In terms of using AI to mesh, so we're still in the very early stages of that. I have seen someone mesh nachos. You saw that the other day. Our friend Ree showed us nachos that he made, and he was going to make an edible weed product. So he just needed it to be scripted to add RLV to it. But you can hold the nachos. They were super realistic. You could taste them. I saw people not eat them, not taste them, but I've seen people use it to make signs and blunts and wrappers and things like that. So that is 100% a game changer. But I think there are limitations in how far you could go. But it's a pro, right? Because meshing is so expensive. To get an outfit like I'm wearing, a bodysuit and shorts, this costs $200 to get it custom meshed, even if it's a pre-made, right? And a pre-made is something you have no say, you just buy it as is. So that will help in maybe reducing the cost, but I don't think it'll put the meshers out of business. And another thing is scripting. Although you can use AI for scripting, ChatGPT Copilot is a little bit better. I would say to script simple things. Like if you want to script something that's really complex, I think you're going to have to keep giving prompts to the AI generator, asking them to check for syntax errors and test the product and use it. Like you might have to run through it 40 times until you get a usable product. I had a friend, Sky, who made those bar trays for the beach with like a little coconut drink and all these like island type vibe drinks, and she said like it took her 40 prompts to make the product that she put on marketplace. So it will save wannabe creators and actually established creators money, but I don't think it's there yet. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
I definitely agree with that there because I've actually tried to use ChatGPT to write a script for me before. But it was a more complex script. It was actually to make a different like role play HUD. So for like skincare and stuff. So it was not able to write that for me, but yeah, I definitely know there's limitations. And then as far as meshing, I know in this new game that came out in March in Zoid, they have this feature where you can upload a picture of something and it'll make it into a mesh for your Zoids or whatever. That's pretty cool. And I know they have other apps like that in real life as well. So that's pretty cool. But like Mousy said, there's definitely limitations as well.